So, today we're gonna go through some Reddit things. And yeah, we're just gonna go through some posts. Some. Do you say posts? Is it a post? Well, yeah, it is a post. I mean, if it says posted 14 hours ago, for example, like this one that I'm having in front of me, then probably you're gonna call it as well a post. So, today I learned CIA intelligence officer working undercover in Uganda became a minor celebrity as the lead singer of a popular local band known as the Kampala Jazz All-Stars. Did he play undercover songs or cover songs? Never. Never mind. I brushed and flossed my teeth today. I know it seems so small. Why does everybody say that? You know, it is so small and it seems so small and everyone knows that it is like, or everyone thinks that it is a small thing and whatnot. Yeah, I don't give a shit. If it is something major for you, I don't fucking care. You know, and you shouldn't care either. It is something big for you and this is what fucking matters. Letting go of perfection or chasing progress instead. Jen Sincero, there's a quote and I'm gonna read it. Perfectionism and procrastination have such a fine line. You say, well, I want it to be good, I want it to be perfect, but what you're really doing is not doing your work. You're putting off showing up and being visible because then you're going to be judged and it might suck. If there's one lesson I could preach to my younger self, it would be this. There will never be a perfect time. There isn't going to be a divine sign from God. If we want to get something done, we need to stop hiding behind the illusion of perfection and chase progress instead. When I started my weight loss journey, I would always wait for the perfect storm of events. The perfect gym program, the perfect kit, maybe also the perfect supplement, and the perfect shit to take. By the way, there is some shit that you could be taking. I'm gonna switch to something else pretty quickly. Well, since I'm also having overweight people in my family, I thought about what about just taking something? It may not be the healthiest thing, but one has to really think about overweight and health and taking something and health. Meaning, if you take something, I'm not talking about necessarily about steroids, not talking about any other compounds that are I don't want to say mainly used, but most often used to build a lot of muscle. But there is also appetites, suppressants, and so on and so forth. And I don't know, I think that it kind of would make sense to. Well, I don't know if it is sustainable for a lifetime, but there is some really major health issues that you're gonna have if you're overweight, just because of being overweight. And I don't know what is healthier. Would actually be kind of interesting. Maybe I'm gonna look that up someday or today. Who knows? But I don't know. I thought about it more. Since I really like that space. I really like the scientific background of building muscle and dieting and nutrition and whatnot. And I thought, well, what about just taking something? Not for me personally. I really don't want to take steroids, even though I thought about it. But no. Not really. I think that it wouldn't be the thing for me, and I see too many downsides of it. But what about people that are overweight? What about taking something for them? I mean, sometimes it is due to some hormonal shit, sometimes it's due to whatever. And what about then just taking hormones? Okay, of course, maybe you have to take them for a lifetime, but maybe this is even healthier than being overweight. If there is no chance that you're gonna get not overweight, on a normal weight in a decent amount of time, of course, this is gonna be the healthiest way, without taking anything and just having the progress. And it's also kind of ensuring more that you're gonna stay off that weight. if you really had to work for it, and if you really had to change things, create different habits, and or exchange habits in the end, and so on and so forth. But I don't know, like, I'm thinking more about it. What do you think about that? Would actually be quite interesting. I realized I'm only journaling about the bad stuff, so I made the decision to highlight the good stuff too. Makes sense. Do you know the feeling of waking up too stressed and not knowing why? Actually, yeah. And it pisses me off, to be honest. How to deal with romantic rejection and the constant lingering feelings that everything I do, I fuck up. Today I was rejected by my crush. It hurts quite a bit and totally ruined my day. I don't know what else to say, really. I could just use some advice. Thank you. Edit. Yeah, amor fati and shit, but I still feel bad. Yeah, no fucking wonder, bitch. This is the thing. There are so many motivational things, and there are so many woo, this is gonna make you feel better in a second type of shit. And yeah, maybe it is gonna make you feel good about yourself for an hour, maybe two, maybe even for a day, But keeping up the spirit is something that's incredibly difficult. And I have seen it as well. And today I actually also felt like, I don't know, I haven't been feeling that well for quite some time. Mainly physical, but as you might know, if you're feeling not too well physically, it's also gonna just play a big role on your mental game, and it's also gonna fuck with that shit, which is fucked up and whatnot. But I think we all know our weak point and know a way to reverse this shit, if you know what I mean. For me it was, and it kind of is strange to be that transparent, but I think it does make sense. If I tell myself, what about, it sounds so dumb actually, and so like movie-ish, but what if a girl comes up? What if I'm just seeing a girl and whatnot? Of course, if I'm having some bullshit body posture, if I create an atmosphere around me that says, okay, I'm a depressed piece of shit, when I'm a depressed piece of shit, how likely is it that this girl is gonna fucking like me? Zero. What about some other people that were of significance in my life before? What if they come up and see me in a fucking depressed state? Do I want to fucking have that? Do I really want to have that? Do I really want to feel minor? Do I really want to feel worse than them? And I know that it is about comparing myself to other people, but it's just, this made me rethink my fucking attitude towards fucking things. What about fucking smiling? What about doing things in a good way? What about living my life in a good way? What about fucking that? And what about showing things? Showing myself that I can do it. And I don't know, like crushing my game, and making something out of myself. Like, of course, I could live my whole life being depressed and, still getting done shit. I still do shit. I'm not willing to be like, well, I don't do anything each day. No, I do something each and every fucking day. But I don't know, man. Like, I don't want to be worse than anybody else. I just don't want to be that, especially when I'm comparing myself to some specific people, and I don't really want to point out whom this is. But I don't want to be worse. I don't want to lose this comparison. When I'm comparing mood, I mean, of course, regarding certain things, it's just not gonna be the case that I'm gonna win. you know, that I'm gonna be the winner. I'm not gonna be able to win in every aspect. This can't be the case, but I feel like when I'm winning in terms of happiness, or at least, you know, I don't necessarily have to win, but what about just being on the same level? You know, what about that? And I know you shouldn't be comparing yourself to other people, yada yada yada, but I'm only doing this actually in terms of one person, you know, or regarding one person. And as funny as it may sound, but I don't fucking wanna lose. I just don't wanna fucking lose. And I'm not gonna fucking lose. You know, it is actually very stupid. It really is. I'm not gonna lie. And I don't know if it works for you as well, but it kind of worked for me. Like up to, you know, probably an hour ago or something, I felt like, wow, today I really feel shit. You know, everything was actually bad from yesterday on, and you know, yada yada yada. Physically, therefore mentally, and mentally therefore physically, and shit like that. But I'm not gonna fucking lose. I'm not gonna lose to this person. I'm not gonna fucking do that.